Calendar, how to read one, part one. What are they? A chart or series of pages showing the days, weeks, and months of a particular year or giving particular seasonal information. Why? Helpful in determining length of time. Interesting fact. The ostrich is the largest bird in the world. It also lays the largest eggs, has the fastest maximum running speed at 97 kilometers per hour or 60 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's take a look at the steps first. Step one, draw. What does that mean? It depends. Okay, since we're talking about calendars, it could mean adding missing dates or missing days. Okay, and then step two, use the key information. And then let's go ahead and use these calendars to answer these questions. So let's right now, as you can see, in November, we're missing a bunch of dates. So let's go ahead and look at 18. And if the number below 18 is going to be 19. Now, and then, so let's go ahead and put 20 below, 21, 22, and 23. Now, sometimes that's good enough to answer these questions, but let's go ahead and finish them off. Okay, so let's go ahead and write the rest of them so that we now can answer the other questions with ease. Now the only issue is sometimes you may not remember how many days are in each month. You can use your knuckles in order to do that. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the first question. What day of the week is October 17th? So let's go ahead, highlight 17th in October, draw an arrow to the day, and it is Thursday is that answer. So let's take a look at the next question. On what day of the week is November 20th? So luckily for us, 20 is already drawn. So let's go ahead and highlight it. Now we can draw an arrow to the day, and then we know that it is Wednesday, and there we have it. So now let's take a look at the next question. How many Thursdays are there in November? So let's go ahead and highlight Thursday. Now let's go ahead and start counting how many dates there are. So we have 7, which is 1, 14, which is 2, 21, which is 3, and 28, which is 4. Now we know there's 4 Thursdays in November. So let's take a look at the next question. Susie is going to have a party on a Friday in November. What dates could she choose? Okay, so let's go ahead and highlight Friday. And then now we can go ahead and talk about the dates. We have Friday the 1st, Friday the 8th, Friday the 15th, Friday the 22nd, and then Friday the 29th. So she has 5 days to choose from. And there we have it. Now let's go ahead and take a look at these next questions using the same calendar so that we don't have to change anything up. Now let's take a look at the first question. Sarah's birthday is 19th of November. What is the date of the closest Saturday? Okay, so let's go ahead, highlight the 19th. Luckily for us, it's already been drawn. And then now we're going to highlight Saturday. So then we have a Saturday before the 19th and the Saturday after the 19th. And those are the 16th and 23rd. So now we just have to decide which one's closer. Okay, in order to do that, you can just count backwards or count forwards, and you'll be able to see. Let's do it mathematically. So as you can see now, 23 minus 19 is 4, and 19 minus 16 is 3. Obviously, 3 is smaller, so therefore it is closer, and that means November 16th is closer. So let's take a look on what is the date of the third Tuesday in November. So let's go ahead and highlight Tuesday, and let's get counting. 5 is 1, 12 is 2, okay, and the 19th is the third Tuesday. So we finished that one. Now we can move on to the next one. What is the last date of November? So in this particular case, we can just take a look. There's no 31st, there's only 30, so that is the last date of November. Okay, now we can go ahead and see what the date is, October 8th. How long until the 15th of November? So let's go ahead and add the invisible dates. Most calendars don't have those because you don't need them, because November 1st is not really in October, but they don't really use that empty space. But you're gonna see why we added that in a second. Now let's go ahead and add the starting date and the end date. So we have October 8th and November 15th. Now if we count down, as you can see, 8, 9, 10, that is counting down by the days. Or we can count to the right, which is counting by weeks because it goes by 7. 8 plus 7 is 15, plus 7 is 22. So you can go down, which would take a little bit longer, or go to the right and count by the weeks. So we're going to go ahead and count by the weeks because it's faster. So then we can go 1 week, 2 weeks, and as you can see, the next week has changed because it says October 29th, and this also says October 29th. So we're going to go ahead and when we add the next week, both of them are going to be covered by 3 weeks because it is the same date. Now we are in November, so we're going to move on to the next date, which is 4 weeks, and the next one, which is 5 weeks. And now since we're in the same column, we can go ahead and start counting down. So then we can go 1 day, 2 days, and 3 days. So that is your answer, 5 weeks and 3 days. Okay, and there you have it. Now it is your turn, so go ahead and pause the video so you can take your time answering these questions, and I will show you the answers in 3, 2, and 1. So if you got these correct, well done. If you didn't, there is always tomorrow.